And it is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. So it's really important to take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest aside. If ever you would like to have your own personal reading, all my information is right below into the description box. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do take a brief moment of your time to click the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself, and it would be greatly appreciated, and I do thank you in advance. So that being said, we're now going to jump into this reading. It is a channeled reading. I have channeled your past loved ones. I have channeled heaven, so the other side, to come and give you some warnings. Now, these are not, these are light warnings that you need to validate. You need to verify. Maybe you need to reassess onto your journey that your past loved ones in heaven can see that you need to maybe readjust. So I have 4 messages here, and I'm going to conclude it with a message from a guide. So with no further ado, let's begin. I have envy, followed by fear, love, and patience. Let's begin with envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is your ability, it is in your human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey, but to try to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and great disappointment. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face. So to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic to your inner voice, because only you know what is your best interest. And if you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate again to attempt to learn your original lessons again. Now going to move over to your following message, and this is fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live into the energy of love. So the outcome of all choices in life is determined by 2 emotions, fear and love. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear is an earthly manifestation of a challenge. Now, to embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear, in its many guises, is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tenacity to stay on track. For a soul, human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love will always help you on your path. When fear rears its ugly head, it is really an opportunity for you to stare it into the eye and to turn that doubt into trust. View it as a teacher. What lesson are you learning from these fearful emotions? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse fearful situations, the less often they are going to present themselves to you. Now we're going to move on forward to love. I commit to practice of seeing the good in all things. You are love. It is your inherent vibration. The obstacles, the challenges of the physical dimension, they attempt to trick you into thinking that there are other ways to view life. But there's really only one way that is natural to your being, and that is love. This is simply a reminder that you and that your soul is made of God's pure divine vibrational force of love, and that you need to bring this awareness to bring on every aspect of your life and being. Love is a healing energy. All anxiety and drama cannot exist into the aura of love. Most souls have come back upon this earth to learn, to accept, and to utilize this harmonic force, and to see its effects upon their lives. It is your time to remind others of the strength of their own power. and assist them in knowing fully that love is the most powerful element in the universe. It builds, it fortifies, it strengthens even the most lost person. And when we live in the power of love, then and only then will we know the truth. True love is the spiritual link between us and God, and it will guide our footsteps throughout the conflicts and the material world, and it is going to cleanse our hearts of any unwanted facets of the human personality. And this is what love truly does. Moving on forward to patience now. This is about accepting that everything happens but in a divine order. Earth has become a place of instant gratification, and you must focus on a maxim, which is it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. This message has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are simply disregarded. Life is an unfolding, and the more patience that you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations that your soul requires. Now, you need to learn that there's a rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are living with patience, the more aware your lessons to your soul are going to be. You are on a path. There are many signposts. There's many signposts all over the place, and we miss them all the time. If you are speeding down that path, you are going to miss the tiny little miracles and all the little treasures that have been placed there for you. So, if we're going to recap a little bit before moving over to the guide, we need to be careful of envy. You never know what the other person is living, okay? You were here, you were incarnated with your blueprint in your life to do exactly what you needed to do, not to be somebody else's blueprint, okay? So I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Fear, it's realizing that you're testing your resolve to live into the energy of love, getting rid of the fear. The fear is going to do absolutely nothing good for you. Love, try to put more love. More love you put, more love you're going to receive. And let's have patience. Let's have patience. Everything is going to happen, but with a divine order. Moving on forward, never judge another. Your high self is just objectively experiencing. It does not come from a place of judgment, and from its perspective, nothing is good, nothing is bad, nothing is right, and nothing is wrong. It just is. In this physical dimension, however, your awareness or consciousness is filtered through the human experience as ego. It is the ego that judges because it's fragile and it's insecure. It is usually happiest when it feels better than, right? Judgment is really fear-based. It separates you from others when your goal is to acknowledge your sameness. Your fellow souls have chosen this earth plane at the same time. We just have unique personal blueprints that we're following. It's not your job to judge anyone's path. They are just learning different lessons than you are. Everyone has chosen a life that is full of circumstances and a certain human form to inhabit that, and that's going to enable them to learn the lessons chosen by their higher selves and their guides. So to judge their decision making is really fool's play. It is the ego that needs this sense of separation in order to survive. When you receive this message, the guides want you to keep a watchful eye on your ego. Instead of sending someone the negative energy of judgment, bless them on their way. Instead of disdain, wish them Godspeed on their particular journey. Conclude your beautiful reading. I do hope that you enjoyed. I do hope that you're going to try to apply onto your path. If you do have any questions, you would like to have a reading, romancefultarot@gmail.com. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for following messages and have yourself a beautiful day. Many blessings. I will see you tomorrow with new messages.